They once moved like a perfect rhythm, two hearts caught in the same melody, their laughter filling every corner of a world built by cameras and chance. For years, fans saw them as inseparable, a match written somewhere between reality and fiction. But that was before the whispers began, before one headline turned everything upside down. When the news first broke that Shen Yue was being replaced in Dylan Wang's next drama, no one wanted to believe it. The word replacement felt like a betrayal whispered through glossy screens. It wasn't just a casting decision. It was the sound of something breaking quietly between them. In the days that followed, the internet turned into a battlefield. Some defended him, saying it was the studio's call, not his. Others claimed he could have fought for her, that if he truly wanted, the production would have listened. But behind the cameras, the truth was quieter, softer, and far more painful. Shen Yue didn't cry in public. She smiled through interviews, joked with fans, and posted cheerful photos. But those close to her knew her phone stayed silent at night. Except for one contact she couldn't bring herself to delete. And somewhere across the city, Dylan was doing the same. He had her number memorized, but his pride, or maybe his fear, stopped him from calling. After all, what could he say? That he hadn't known she'd be replaced until it was too late? That he begged his agency to reconsider, but was told it was better for his image? Words like those only make wounds deeper. The last time they saw each other was not on a red carpet or a fan event. It was behind a curtain, a brief, accidental meeting in a dressing room neither was supposed to enter. He froze. She smiled, the kind of smile that hides exhaustion, the kind that says, "I'm okay," even when every heartbeat hurts. No one else saw what happened in that quiet space. But those who passed by swore they felt something shift, a tension so thick it clung to the air. They didn't speak much. Sometimes silence says more than words ever could. Later that evening, he posted a vague message on social media, a single line that read, "Timing is the cruelest director of all." Fans read it as a poetic caption, nothing more. But those who knew, they understood it was about her. Weeks passed. Promotions began for the new series, the one starring Dylan with his new co-star. At first, he seemed his usual charming self. But when journalists asked about the chemistry on set, there was a flicker, a hesitation, before his practiced smile returned. He gave polite answers, professional ones, but never used the word connection. Shen Yue, meanwhile, disappeared from the spotlight for a while. She traveled, posting photos from old bookstores, quiet cafes, seaside sunsets. Her captions were short, thoughtful, sometimes cryptic. Even flowers know when to let go of the rain. Closure doesn't come from them, it comes from you. Every post seemed to carry a hidden ache. Every word, a reflection of something unspoken between them. And then, one morning, she posted a short clip. No words, just a song playing softly in the background. One they had once danced to on set during a break, long before the world knew their names. Fans recognized it instantly. The comments exploded. Is this about Dylan? Are they still in contact? Why does this feel like goodbye? But Shen Yue never responded. She didn't need to. Meanwhile, Dylan's schedule grew heavier. Brand shoots, variety appearances, endless questions he didn't want to answer. In one televised interview, a host casually mentioned Shen Yue's name, joking about their old drama and the legendary chemistry they shared. For a split second, the camera caught his face change, the way his eyes lowered, the slight tremor of his lips before he smiled again. He laughed it off, saying, "Those were good memories. She's someone who brought out the best in me as an actor." But when the host pressed further, he simply said, "People grow. Stories end." That phrase broke hearts across the internet. It sounded final, like a door closing softly behind him. But what fans didn't see was what happened right after the cameras stopped rolling. He exhaled, removed his mic, and stared at the floor for a long time. One staff member later revealed he didn't speak for almost 10 minutes after the shoot. Sometimes moving on isn't about forgetting. It's about learning to carry the weight without letting it crush you. Rumors continued to swirl. About his new co-star, about her rumored new project overseas. But beneath all the noise, there was a silence that lingered, the kind only two people who once shared everything can feel. One evening, Months later, a journalist spotted Dylan sitting alone in a small restaurant. No entourage, no cameras, just him scrolling through his phone, a faint smile on his lips. When asked what he was looking at, he said softly, "Memories. They still make me proud." The next day, fans noticed that Shen Yue's latest post had been liked by an anonymous account many believed was his private one. Whether it was him or not, no one could prove, but everyone believed. Time moved on. Awards came and went. They began living separate stories, hers quieter, his louder. But even as their paths diverged, every time they appeared in the same city, speculation reignited. Because people don't just stop caring about two souls who once fit perfectly together. Behind every photo, behind every smile, there's always a story the public never gets to see. The one that unfolds when the lights go out, and all that's left are the echoes of what might have been. For Shen Yue, the replacement wasn't just professional loss. It was emotional exile. It meant stepping away from a connection that had defined her early career. It meant rebuilding herself without the one person who had made the spotlight feel less lonely. For Dylan, it was regret, the quiet kind that lingers after pride fades. He'd wanted to fight for her role, to challenge the narrative, but the industry moves like machinery. One person can't stop it. So he did the only thing he knew. He stayed silent. And that silence became the loudest thing between them. Months later, at an awards ceremony, fate brought them back into the same room. Different tables, different projects, same unspoken bond. When her name was called for an award that night, he clapped. Genuinely, not for cameras, but for the girl who once believed in him before the world did. She looked in his direction for a moment. Not long enough for anyone else to notice, but long enough for him to know that she'd seen him. After the show, reporters caught a fleeting image. Dylan walking toward the exit as Shen Yue arrived near the backstage corridor. They didn't speak, but their eyes met. And for that brief heartbeat, it was as if no time had passed at all. No cameras, no scripts, just two people remembering who they used to be. Later that night, fans noticed he posted a black and white photo, the skyline of a city at midnight. The caption read, "Some stories don't need an ending, just understanding." It gathered millions of likes within hours. And then she posted too, a quiet mirror to his post, the same skyline from a slightly different angle. Her caption, "Understanding comes from love, not distance." That was all. No tags, no explanations, just two fragments of a story that the world once adored, still speaking through silence. Even now, when fans rewatch their old dramas, they say the chemistry feels different, too raw, too real, like watching